Hello everyone, this is Joe W. Today I'm reviewing Now Dance The 80s, which came out in 2023. Now this Now album is based off the first three Now Dance albums, 12-inch mixes. And the front cover looks really cool. I like the fact it references Now Dance 86 with the original Now logo in front of a yellow triangle in a red background. And we get two silhouettes of dancers, which looks really cool. Let's get to a track list. 48 out of 60 songs made this album from the first three Now Dance albums. I will talk about the 12 songs that haven't made it later. Disc 1 opens Now Dance from 1985 with Philip Bailey and Phil Collins' Easy Lover, a really good classic to open the disc. The Power Station, Some Like It Hot, which I found an okay tune. Eurythmics, Would I Lie to You, one of my favourite Eurythmics songs actually, really like this one. Stephen Tintin Duffy, Kiss Me. Belouis Some, Imagination. I like these two songs. Of course, Imagination became a bigger hit in 1986. Eddie and the Soul Band and Mahogany, theme from Shaft. I found this version pretty meh. Isaac Hayes did it better. Lilo Thomas, Settle Down. T.C. Curtis, Should Have Known Better. I found these two tunes okay. Cool Notes, Spend the Night. I found a decent tune. Loose Ends, Hanging on a String. I found this one okay, alongside Jermaine Jackson, Do What You Do, and Phyllis Nelson, Move Closer, although I don't know how the last two really fit in the dance category. Disc 2, Ashford and Simpson, Sorrow Does a Walk. I like this tune. DeBarge, Rhythm of the Night. I found this one alright actually. Moving on to Now Dance 86, 5 Star, Can't Wait Another Minute, which I found a decent tune from 5 Star. Gwen Guthrie, Ain't Nothing Going On But Rent. I found an okay pop tune. Aretha Franklin, Who's Zooming Who? I prefer other stuff. I found this one kind of average to me. Jackie Graham, Breaking Away. Another pretty good tune from Jackie Graham. Grace Jones, Pull Up to the Bumper. Kind of meh. Joyce Sims, You Are My All and All. Honestly not a fan of this one. Midnight Star, Midas Touch. A really good classic from Midnight Star. Cashrow, Mine or Mine. Yeah, decent. Tim X, Social Club. Rumours, I found an okay tune alongside Boris Gardner, I Want to Wake Up With You. Doesn't fit in the dance category, but you know. Disc 3 kicks off with three of my favourite classics, Call Me Nods with Sarah J. Morris, Don't Leave Me This Way, which is my favourite version of the song by the way. Jermaine Stewart, We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off, a really iconic classic, alongside Bronski Beat, Hit That Perfect Beat, their first song without Jimmy Somerville. Snita, So Macho. Of course, Snita's been in I'm a Celebrity South Africa this year, and I found this tune kind of okay. MC Micah, G, and DJ Sven, Holiday Rap, has a bit of Cliff Richard's Summer Holiday in the chorus. I found it a fun rap tune actually. Tavares, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. I found this remix pretty good. Phil Fearon and Galaxy, I Can Prove It. I found this one okay, alongside Paul Hardcastle, Don't Waste My Time, which features vocals from Carol Kenyon. Moving on to Now Dance 89, Fine Young Cannibals, She Drives You Crazy, a great classic from Fine Young Cannibals. Double Trouble, feat Rebel MC, Just Keep Walking, a brilliant fun rap tune to be one of my favourites. Tone Lock, Funky Cold Medina, a great fun rap tune here, we like the music as one. Maze and Frankie Beverly, Joy and Pain. I find this version just as okay as Donna Allen's version. Disc 4, Nina Cherry, Buffalo Stance, mixed by Bomber Bass. I found an okay start. Bobby Brown, My Prerogative, a really good classic from Bobby Brown. Inner City, Ain't Nobody Better, a decent tune. Also found Cookie Crew, Got to Keep On, a fun rap tune. The Beatmasters with MC Merlin, Who's in the House, the hip house anthem. I found it a great fun rap dance classic. D-Mob feat LRS and DC Salome, It Is Time to Get Funky, another of my favourites on this one. We like the music as one and the rap. Paul Abdul, Straight Up. I found an okay pop classic. Kim Bazell, Got to Get You Back. Honestly not a fan of this one. Kim Bazell's vocals weren't at her best. Yaz, Where Has All the Love Gone? A decent tune from Yaz. Cold Cut feat Lisa Stansfield, People Hold On. I found it a great dance pop classic. We like this one. Adiva and Paul Simpson, Musical Freedom, Free It's Last. and Soul II Soul and Callum Wheeler, Keep On Moving. I found these last two tunes okay to close the album. Right, let's get to the songs that haven't made it. Right, here we are. Raw Band, Cloud Across the Moon. I prefer the crunch, and I'm honestly not a fan of this tune. Curtis Heston, I Want You Lovin', just a little bit. I like this underrated tune, it's one of my favourites. War, Groovin'. I found this one just as okay as Pat O'Banton's cover. Little Benny and the Masters, Who Comes to Boogie. An okay tune. Of course, the original one is on Hits 2. Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, Busted Loose. I like this one actually. Or, Like I Like It. I think this one's kind of okay. Diana Ross, Chain Reaction. I found it a fine classic. Farley Jack Master Funk. Love Can't Turn Around. Didn't go anywhere for me, honestly. Not really a fan of this one. Tyree feat Cool Rocksteady. Turn Up the Bass. A great fun rap tune to me. Part of it's kind of similar to It Takes Two by Rob Bass, who sadly passed away this year. Diana Ross, Working Over Time. An okay Diana Ross song. Capella, Halem Halib. A pretty good early tune from Capella, although the 90s Eurodance stuff is better to me. Chanel, One Man. I found a decent song. That's just 12 songs that haven't made it. We get advertisements for more Now spin-offs, including Now 80s Dance 4, Now 90s Dance 4, Now 12-inch 80s Remixed, and Now Boogie Nights Disco Classics. Follow Now Music on all social medias if you want to catch up the latest news on what Now albums are coming out. Here are discs 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like designs on all the discs and the different colours. Now Dance the 80s is a really cool Now album, based off the first 3 Now Dance albums. I don't really follow 12-inch singles that much, but this album is a really cool one to own. If you like the Now Dance series, particularly his album, or Now That's Like Cool Music in general, I think you can find it on online retailers these days. That's my review on Now Dance the 80s. Hope you enjoyed. What's your favourite song of this album? Comment down below, and I'll see you next video.